Now we discuss about municipal solid waste sources and types. So what first waste means is valueless to the owner is called as waste. It is value of the material is very low or minimum or zero is called as waste. The sources of waste means first one is medical waste, food waste, warehouse, market waste and domestic waste. The domestic waste or food waste is very high compared to other waste. Medical waste is also nearly equal to food waste and warehouse and market waste. So the waste is very high compared to useful. That is unused material is called as waste. So the sources of waste is there are 5 categories. Similarly, the types of waste is identify the types of waste. First, what type of material is converted into waste? For example, plastic and non-plastic material. Then identify the source of waste. Which material is generated from which material is called as. So to identify the source of waste, determine the volume of waste. The quantity of the waste is also calculated. The quantity of the waste is very important because each and every land is destroyed by using solid waste material. So the quantity of the waste material is also calculated. Then collection of method. The collection method is also one of the important factor for waste disposal because the collection is there are 3 categories. For example, manpower and vehicle and animal to transfer by using animal. So transportation method because the waste materials each and every place is generated the waste material, but the waste material deposited at a particular place. The transportation is also very important because the transportation is used to eliminate the waste from one place to another place. Then safe disposal method means the disposal method is already there are 3 categories: landfilling, composting and panning and incineration. That is composting means composting for agriculture purpose, land filling if any area is filled by using solid waste material, then planning and incineration and recycling. So now we key components for the solid. Now we discuss about key components of solid waste material. First, generation, storage, collection, transportation and disposal. First we discuss about generation. Generation means already we discussed about generation of the waste. Valueless to the owner is called as generation. So the generation of the waste is reduced by using reuse. So the waste material is once again reused. The waste of the material is reduced. So okay, first our objective of the solid waste material, once again reuse the waste material by using several methods. So this method is used to reduce the generation of the solid waste. So it is a generation. Next one is storage. Storage means small container, large container, dustbin. In our house, dustbin are from in large capacity domestic purpose is a drum. In small house, we are having the dustbin. Then plastic and non-plastic material. So plastic and non-plastic material is the one of the factor for the solid waste material. Then each and every plastic and non-plastic material is separated by using a manual method. Then it is deposited in the small container or large container or dustbin. These are storage for the solid waste material. Next one is collection. The collection is depending upon the volume of the material. Suppose small volume of the material, the small volume of the material is deposited at particular place, the place is also destroyed. So if depending upon the volume of the material, immediately the solid waste must be disposal from one place to another by used by collection. The next one is transportation. Already we discussed about there are 3 types of transportation: manpower, animals and motor vehicle. In previous years we are using only manpower. Next in between the period we are using the animals. Now we have motor vehicle. In a municipality we are having one motor vehicle. It is used to transport the solid material from one place to another place. So next one is disposal. Disposal is the one of the important factor in solid waste material because there are 4 category available in the disposal. First one is land filling. If any land is unequal or irregular shape, the irregular shape is filled with solid waste material is land filling. Then compositing is only used for agriculture purpose. The planning and the incineration, already now last class we have discussed about the incineration. The objective of the incineration is to generate the heat and the flue gas and ash flame, that is fly ash. The fly ash is one of the waste material. It is collected by the bottom of the any incinerator. But the objective of the incinerator is to generate the heat. The heat is once again recovered by using heat exchanger. The heat exchanger is used to convert steam or temperature steam. The steam is used to rotate the turbo generator for thermal power station. Then recycling means once again the solid waste material recycled by using once again reuse for composite or any other particular purpose is a recycle. In this case the incinerator is a very important factor because number of parameters are available in incinerator. Incinerator means burning with oxygen and without oxygen. With oxygen means pyrolysis and without oxygen biogas material. So here biogas is also generated from the solid waste material. So solid waste material is converted into biogas as well as liquid or gas. So the liquid or gas is or steam. The steam is also once again used for thermal power station.